Alright, now let's look more into Iran and British Africa. Well, they're also the benefit system, or they're not the benefit system, they certainly got a hold of it. And they're they're making cuts to the PIT benefits. So the people who are running the PIT benefits are actually Iran. It's a fact. Right? British Africa, they're killing the Muslim people. Alright, now that's their philosophy. So what do they think of the British people? Trust me, they're going to kill them too. And they're on the PIT benefits. They're going to make all the cuts to starve us to death. Right? When actually the bill for the benefit system is huge. And that the politicians are not managing the whole tax bill system efficiently. So now let's look at the bill for the benefit system and PIT benefits. All right, now that bill, the figure is exactly the same figure that we're giving to the train companies to build more train lines that we don't actually need. 80 billion, possibly 150 billion to the train services that we don't need extra train lines. The train services are actually owned by, they're funding Iran. They're owned by the gay communities, British Africa. They're taking money off us and stealing it over more than more than the bill for the benefit system. So the politicians need to rearrange the system and not make those cuts, right? And stop subsidising the train service to create more train lines that we don't need from London to Manchester. We've got enough as it is. We're paying more to the train services than that is the benefits bill. We do not need any of the train services projects at all. It's all lies from the gay community. They're making up lies saying that they need it when they don't. They just want your money. Right, so that money needs to be rearranged, put into the benefit system, and all complaints stopped and ceased, and then the country to run smoothly again, because the benefit system funds the students to student world. They funds them to further the. So the benefit system funds the student world, and it's really needed, right? And then also the people who are disabled by the evil attributes that are holding British people down in Britain are like excessive diseases that are being set out upon the British people by the upper classes, British Africa, that are also running the PIP benefit system, now going to cut people's benefits. So I know a woman in Blackpool with one leg, she can't get the PIP benefits because British Africa have cut it. Alright, and the British Africa are the train services. They're getting 150 billion a year. Politicians are to blame for the mismanagement of our money when it should be going to fund our students, not to fund Iran and British Africa and the goddamn train services that we don't need. We've got far too many trains in this country. Okay, so the gay community own the train services and are making loads of lies up, saying they need this, they need, when they don't. Those train services are all empty trains. Why are we building more trains when all the trains are empty? Alright, so there's some that are not, that I agree with that, but then why build £150 billion operations or projects when we've already got train lines there and then there's hardly anybody on those trains? I've been using the train services quite a lot throughout Britain for many years. We do not need more trains. Politicians to blame for the mismanagement of our money and are not investing in the student world. And they should be sacked. Alright, so leave the benefit cuts alone. Get the mismanagement, address that and redirect the money back into Britain, away from Iran, British Africa and the PIP benefits. So when Iran and British Africa cut the benefits in Britain, they also created stoning to death of Muslim women. So all the Muslim women can now focus on that gay fest again and stone them to death for all the benefit cuts they're making, specifically to destroy Britain, a hosting country that supports Muslim women, fully against stoning to death of them. So now we've got Muslim women under Sharia law, and Jumbo, head of the Supreme Court, heads the Muslim women. They're now ordered to seek out the gay fests that are creating the benefit cuts, are giving it to the train services. Those train drivers are all horrible people. All right, they're anti-British, they're anti-Muslim. They're killing the Muslim women. That's how to kill the Muslim people. The train service is doing that. So now the Muslim women to attack the train services for all the benefit cuts. Because all the benefit cuts have been made by the train services, and they're asking for 150 billion a year off the British taxpayers, and then making the cuts to a woman with one leg. She now is nearly dying, so that Iran can steal her money and her country and destroy it. They probably cut her leg off too. Alright, so the gays in Britain are creating the benefit cuts, and now the Muslim women to stone them to death under new Sharia law.